got a beautiful 1980 Silver Wraith 2. Absolutely stunning paint job. Beautiful car. Joining us right now, the specimen is offered up by Pedigree Use Ken Baker to tell us a little bit more about this fantastic car. All right, you made it, Ken. Tell us a little bit about this awesome Silver Wraith.
Just dropped out of the sky to get here, Alex.
Yeah, it's great. Well,
so this is a pretty unique car. It's a 1980 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith 2. What makes this car special is these cars were always carbureted cars. Very few of them were fuel injected. In fact, the only ones that were fuel injected were cars that were sold new in California in 1980. This is one of those very few cars. We are told by Rolls-Royce only about 50 fuel-injected Silver Wraith 2s were ever produced, and this is one of them. Why don't we go for a ride and see how this Rolls-Royce drives?
Okay, well, we're back in the 1980 Rolls Silver Wraith 2. Ken, I think it's safe to say that we're in a pretty luxurious car, wouldn't you say?
You think?
I think so. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that they spend a lot of time and attention to detail in a car like this.
You would not be going too far out on the limb. In fact, this is a car that took 3 months to build. And when this car was new, we have a copy of the original window sticker, it was $100,725. Now, that was 1980. If you actually learn about all the details that go into building one of these Rolls Royces, that actually seems cheap. There's so much attention to detail with every little intricate part of the car that makes this car special. It's a car that's designed to last a lifetime. Now, this car now is 37 years old. It has 36,000 miles on. It's been very, very well cared for, and it's a two-owner example. And we've been driving around for the last hour in this, and it's been running and driving beautifully. There's no wind noise. It is a beautifully smooth ride. The engine makes really nice power, and it's a very relaxed form of driving. And the most important part of these cars, other than the prestige and the image of a Rolls-Royce, is really what Rolls-Royce used to call the emotional side of driving. Mm-hmm. Everything in this car, Alex, is done by hand. So the leather is all Connolly hide.
Yeah,
there's no vinyl.
Let's talk a little bit about the interior,
Okay.
Because there's the Connolly leather, there's a story behind that, there's also the story about the fabrics in here. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so the leather is made by Connolly, which isn't in business anymore, but it was the softest leather you can buy. In fact, when Connolly used to match the leathers for these cars, the samples that were flawed were sold to high-end leather goods manufacturers like Gucci, because they wouldn't meet Rolls-Royce's standards, but they would meet their standards. There's no vinyl, by the way, in here. The headliner in the car is cashmere. The carpeting is Wilton wool, and the floor mats, the overlays, are lamb's wool. The wood is all walnut. So every single thing in this car essentially is organic, which does not mean that you can eat it, but there's nothing in the car.
That's not going to stop me from trying, though, Ken.
The vents here, nickel-plated brass.
And the air is blowing nice. Looks like everything pretty much works here on the car, and it's, again, yet another time capsule.
And you see that everything is original. Now, think back to 1970s technology. This is a car that has twin 6-way power seats with recliners. That was a big deal then. It has an AM/FM radio and a separate cassette player. Having a cassette player then was a big deal. It has cruise controls. The original clock is still ticking.
Well, thanks, Ken. This sure is a great car. And thanks for joining us here today on today's Cool Ride. Now, for more information on this 1980 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith 2, please go to Pedigree Motor Cars at pedigreemotorcars.com.